I am privileged to talk about a topic which is very close to my heart and close to everyone as a, as a country person, because when it comes to critical information infrastructure, so each one of us is directly or indirectly related to it. And as the theme goes, it's a blue and gray. So the reason I am in red, because I come from the domain where we red team. So offensive cybersecurity is the domain that I come from. So I can also claim that yes, I am also dressed as per the theme. But I made it up just when I heard the previous speakers. So taking further from here, it said that we don't prepare for a storm during the rainfall. We build structures that can outlast it. So this is what the three first words of this topic, resilience by design, means. So in the coming 20 minutes, even if we shift our focus to these three words, ये समझ भी लेना कि resilience by design है क्या, and why it is important, not just for the nation, but for any business that we are into. It is a battle which is being like won without being fought also. So how to have it using AI and video intelligence, we have had previous speakers and they have told us a lot about it, but we will just see how we can implement it here also. So before going ahead, this is a very famous quote that we take from a very friendly nation. So very two experienced senior colonels, they had written this book. And where they had mentioned that war has no rules when the battlefield includes your banks, your water, your power, your truth, and your mind. And mind is what we heard our previous, we heard the chief guest also speaking about, because to hack into a system, the adversary has to hack into the minds. It is not the other way around. वो पहले device नहीं hack करते to get into your mind. They hack your mind so that they get into the devices. And this is where, because mind is a very complex thing. Every human being, every individual will have a different mindset. सबको focus करके bringing them towards resilience might not be 100% secure solution. And that is where the resilience by design becomes more important, especially when it is related to the national security, otherwise also when it is related to the businesses that we are dwelling with. So when we talk about fortifying India's digital backbone, we have to understand one thing very clearly here. Right now, the majority of our revenue, the economy that we generate, so approximately 69% of it, and it's the data that I'm taking from the last year's report, is being generated through the digital platforms. So हमारे छोटे बड़े जितने businesses हैं who are on the digital platforms, they are contributing to the revenue, they are contributing to the economy. And एक nation को cripple करने के लिए, and I hope we are all comfortable with the Hindi. अगर कोई नहीं है तो please raise your hands. But to me, it comes when I have to hit hard on something, it automatically comes into the mother tongue. So I'll keep switching to in fourth here. So to cripple the economy of the nation, what we need is nation ki, yes, businesses, you attack on the businesses. So 53% of just MSMEs I'm talking about, last year who got hit by the cyber attacks, out of which 23% of the MSEs had to shut down. 18% ने bankrupt खुद को declare कर दिया. बाकी बचे हुए थोड़े बहुत, they were prepared for the vulnerabilities. They could sustain it. Loss हुआ किसको? Finally, it is hitting the economy of the nation. And when it comes down to the critical infrastructure of the country, अगर power plant आपके down हो जाएंगे, water supplies नहीं आएगी, logistics is not functioning the way it should function, तो चाहे war हो या peace हो, the nation will get crippled. It will have to come to its knees. And this is what we are trying to address today, कि अगर ये situation नहीं लानी है, तो we have to shift our focus from security to resilience. So whenever somebody says cyber security karte hain because we are on the digital platform, the correct approach right now in these days कि cyber security नहीं aim कर सकते because it is inevitable. Daily technology change हो रही है, we heard from the previous speakers also. It is inevitable that you will get attacked and it's completely fine. But what is important is कितने resilient हैं हम, not only as a nation, as a business also. So have I had resiliency into the operational technology that we are using? कितनी जल्दी attack होने के बाद we will bounce back is what we need to focus on. So there's a senior of mine who quotes this example and I absolutely like it when he says this and I carry it forward to all my talks कि cyber security कैसी हो, रक्त बीज के जैसी हो. So रक्त बीज is a character in our Hindu mythology. एक बार you kill the that demon and 5 of them comes back. So वो आ जाएंगे. तो साइबर सिक्योरिटी आज की डेट में कैसी हो कि इवन इफ यू आर अटैक्ड very quickly you bounce back stronger, and this is what we attain through resilience by design. ये हम एक बार डिज़ाइन करने के बाद सोचेंगे let us not build in security and bolt in afterwards, we will not achieve the results that we are seeking for. So now the first thing that we learn from is history. So history के lesson से, when there are so many examples from where we can learn about resilience and how to imbibe it into the operational technology in these days. But the one is my personal favorite is this attack. So what happened here is, the reason I'll tell you. So IT and OT, right now, because as decision makers, the decisions are made out of data. And so operational technology has no other, they have to converge through the with the information technology. We do not have any other way out. But at this moment, when this attack was undertaken, the IT and OT were still different domains. फिर भी attack हुआ. So कैसे हुआ? Because we spoke about the mind factor of resilience. So the human being who was involved with the systems was attacked by various means and ways. We will not get deep into it. But the facilities network of Iran was hacked because one person who had the controls of it had given in to one of the cyber attacks that happened. And usse, when the complete network went down, the complete country had to kneel down. So this is the power of attacks that we talk about, and this the power of human in the loop is shown when we speak about the power that any critical information infrastructure has when it comes to the national security. Going to the next such attack was the Ukraine's power outage. इसमें for a country like Ukraine, क्योंकि winters इतनी हैं, they are dependent on electricity for their normal functioning also. So a country which is so dependent on the power has to undergo a power outage because of a cyber attack, then yes, finally the government has to give in to those terms and conditions when the public is undergoing such kind of attacks, because it completely cripples the normal way of functioning of the lives there. So this is what happened in Ukraine in this attack. But again, the underlying thing is that the person who was responsible for safeguarding the critical infrastructure at that very point in time underwent a cyber attack of the spear phishing. So क्योंकि एक personal message आया, he got tempted to click on it, he clicked, and that is what the country had to undergo this. इसके क्या repercussions थे? We can't go much delve into the outcomes there. But these two examples are what they talk not only about being resilient, but about being aware of the potential threats that as an employee or a human being who is responsible for that particular infrastructure has to undertake. So as a nation and as a business executive, when we think of our infrastructure कि मेरा ये operations यहाँ चल रहे हैं, तो we have to think as a 360-degree coverage of that security. तो mind से लेकर, design से लेकर, the security has to weave around the complete infrastructure. And this is what maybe we'll try and gather in the upcoming slides. Coming back to the critical information infrastructure, so a national center, critical information infrastructure protection center, they have laid down these sectors as the CII sectors. So all these sectors are directly or indirectly connected with each one of us. So when we are dealing with the infrastructure or the businesses that we are in, हमारे लिए क्या criticality होगी उसको. The reason I am connecting it because as I connected with the audience, so national security के साथ साथ we need to see, given the kind of audience that we have, कि अपने अपने businesses को कैसे बचाना है and how to design them with resilience. So what now happens is, if you have a business, and if you have operational technology, you have no other choice, you have to integrate it to information technology that you have already done also. Because as an executive, as a business leader, the decisions are to be made out of data, and we call it data-driven decisions. When you have all these things in place, now when an attack happens, and attacks will happen, as we've spoken about it, it's inevitable. So one aspect of securing it is, as in the morning our honorable chief guest said, that you hire somebody who knows offensive security, who knows red teaming. But then the question comes, can you trust the person whom you are giving access to your house? So जब घर बनाया था, उसको अच्छे से बना लिया, उसके बाद we are planning to put guards कि सामने लगा देते हैं, and then that is how we will gain security is a very outdated concept. तो करना क्या है कि अब जब आप घर बना रहे हो, when you are designing your lock systems right now, तो प्लीज़ ये सोच कर डिज़ाइन कीजिए कि tomorrow when I go घर से to office and come back और ताला चाबी से ताला नहीं खुला, what is the option I have? कितनी जल्दी क्या डोर तोड़ना पड़ेगा, पॉसिबल है? And can I replace the door? Or do I have some other backup जहाँ पे maybe I can live till the time the problem is resolved, or maybe my critical operations do not hamper? So this is what is the thought process that we as business leaders also have to carry forth, and we as people who are responsible for national security also have to carry forth कि अगर critical information infrastructure पर attack होता है, जो कि होगा, we have seen it in Op Sindoor, and I'm very very happy to state this. I wouldn't say कि 100% कुछ issues हुए ही नहीं थे, but yes, we all witnessed कि how resilient maybe our systems were, कि हम जितनी भी potential vulnerabilities थी, we could combat them. So this nails down to the business infrastructure also. तो operational technology जब design कर रहे हो, not everything you do not have to let AI come into each and every segment of your business. Not required. इतना augment नहीं होगा जितने आपके लिए vulnerabilities खुल सकती है. But what we have to do is, please augment it by all means. Keep them secured also. Last year only, 70%, बहुत पैसे दिए हैं साइबर फ्रॉड अटैक्स के चक्कर में, द इंडियन इकॉनमी आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, बट 70% ऑफ द वल्नरेबिलिटीज वर नोन. एंड व्हेन इट इज सेड नोन, इसका मतलब हमें पता था ऐसा हो सकता है, बट इट वॉज मे बी ड्यू टू शेयर, आई शुडंट यूज दिस वर्ड, बट इट इज़ अ एग्जाम्पल ऑफ कॉम्प्लिसेंसी फ्रॉम अवर एंड. अगर पता है कि ये अटैक है, एंड देन स्टिल वी आर नॉट टेकिंग एक्शंस टू curb them, and फिर अगर business में loss हो रहा है, most of the time the businesses do not open up and tell it also, because reputation ख़राब होती है, आराम से धीरे से पीछे से पैसे देने पड़ते हैं, which people do because they are bound to do that. But अगर पता था फिर भी नहीं कर पाए, 70% at least we could have avoided, and that is where the mindset comes. So this resilience will by design भी नहीं आएगी till the time the focus does not come to the resilience part of it. So national urgency है क्या आज cyber security के लिए? We already know, because we are a developing nation, digital forefront pe, yes, we are proceeding with a great pace. And when we have to protect the critical infrastructure, be it nuclear defense space, if we are not able to do that, the sovereignty of the nation is at risk. Same goes for the businesses also. I'm time and again relating it, keeping in mind the audience we have. The repute of the business. Because the reason businesses had to close down after a cyber attack was because as a mandate, you are supposed to inform your clients that the data have been breached. नहीं भी बताया तो भी data आपके पास है ही नहीं. If you are asked to pay such a big amount, then you choose to close down the business itself. But the reputation that you have built with care, you have built with such a hard work, that is at stake every time you undergo a cyber attack. Now comes the question कि अगर सब कर लिया हमने, रेड टीमिंग भी करवा ली, उसके बाद भी the attacks are prone to happen. But here the difference is when you are compliant to all the security standards, and when I say compliance, I mean it, the security part of it, because in my profession now, I come across the clients who say कि नहीं ये तो certification चाहिए ISO standard 27001 दे दो because हमें बोला गया है, the client is asking for it. But if we take certifications as a check box, whom are we trying to fool? Because tomorrow, when attack actually happens, ठीक है, DPDP के अंदर check कर लिया कि okay, you were compliant with everything. You were not following the procedures, nothing. तो maybe fine कम लग जाएगा, 250 करोड़ नहीं लगेगा आप पे, कम लग जाएगा. But still, because you were attacked, your reputation, your data, your integrity, the business's integrity, that goes for a 6. So when Panu sir said, I absolutely resonated कि अपना data आप जिसके हाथ में दे रहे हो, to get it checked or audited also, it is a big call for any, not only for the nation, for any business कि किसको trust करे उसके लिए. And then that trust, comes after a couple of, I would say, I can't right now say कि trust this person or that person, but it has to undergo a lot of background checks. वो उसमें बहुत depend करता है as a user, how many questions are you asking? आप अपने operational technology में लगा रहे हैं कोई component, are you even asking कि क्या standard है इसका, international security standard क्या है? Is it complying to it or it is not? Because till the time, as users, as clients, we do not ask these kind of questions, we will never get quality which is not only trustworthy, but which is worth the money that you put into the security. So evolving threat landscape, we have spoken a lot about this. We have seen also all these attacks. I am very sure that we do not have to take examples. There are absolutely almost on daily basis, there are kind of cyber threats, the news we can see and we can relate. It is as simple as that, then maybe we might be waiting कि अच्छा अपना number कब आएगा. So अपना number कब आएगा, उसका wait, if we are doing it without incorporating resilience in our system, तो वो नंबर यू नेवर नो वो डार्क वेब पे आ चुका है और वो बिक भी रहा है, आपके कॉम्पिटिटर्स खरीद भी रहे हैं, एंड यू आर ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ गेटिंग on the downfall. So it is nothing to scare anyone, but when we monitor dark webs, because as part of our profession we do, there are so many corporates who do not know that their data is lying on the dark web. So who is using it, who is misinterpreting it, it is just a matter of time. So now, when we want AI and when we want digital platforms to empower our business, it is equally and very well our responsibility to also see that how secure and how good are our guardrails when we are using those business empowering technologies. And there's nothing wrong in using the technologies. We cannot go ahead without using them. But at the same time, if we go unprepared, if we go without resilience, then we absolutely know the outcome of that. So we have spoken a lot about resilience by design. So see, when we speak about resilience, it's a very simple term and can be defined just in 3 words. Being proactive, being intelligent, and being, self-healing, I should say this. So proactive is in the traditional method. Okay, you are absolutely, you feel secure. इतने CCTV cameras लगा लिए हैं. Everything is going by the way that you want. सब monitor कर लिया. An incident has happened. उसके बाद हम सब सर्विलेंस कैमराज देख रहे हैं. वी आर ट्राइंग टू ड्रो एनालिसिस. इट इज़ गुड दैट वी आर ट्राइंग टू लर्न फ्रॉम हिस्ट्री कि ठीक है, लास्ट टाइम व्हाट हैपेंड शुड नॉट रिपीट. सो येस, दैट प्लेज इन योर फेवर. बट द क्वेश्चन हियर इज इट बीइंग अ रेजिलिएंट सिस्टम? बिकॉज अगर हमारा AI कुड नॉट टेल अस इन एडवांस कि दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ एंटिसिपेटेड थ्रेट दैट योर बिजनेस और योर प्लेटफॉर्म could come across, then that is not a resilient system. It might be an intelligent system, I am not denying that. लेकिन वो resilient कैसे बनाएगा आपको? Because he has to ensure कि आप गिरो और बहुत जल्दी उठ जाओ. तो वो स्टेज आने से पहले ही anticipation, if it is not feasible, then you are not having a resilient system. तो ये तीन चीज़ें when you are able to check in your current business, you will be at peace कि हाँ, I have a resilient system, कि मुझे थ्रेट आने से पहले पता चल जाएगा, या मे बी आते ही भी अगर पता चल जाएगा तो मैं सेल्फ हीलिंग कितनी जल्दी कर लूँगा. एम आई इंटेलिजेंट इनफ, एम आई एम्पावर्ड इनफ टू डू द सेल्फ हीलिंग? अगर आप फिर भी, अगर मे बी देयर वर एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ 3 months द इंश्योरेंस कंपनी हैड टू शट डाउन द ऑपरेशंस. आप अगर 30 मिनट में अपने ऑपरेशंस वापस रिज्यूम कर सकते हो, तो देन यू आर एन एब्सोल्यूट रेजिलिएंट सिस्टम. एंड कुडोज टू यू एंड योर टीम फॉर हैविंग दैट माइंड सेट ऑफ रेजिलियंस. बिकॉज व्हेन इट कम्स टू नेशनल इंफॉर्मेशन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑल्सो, एक पावर प्लांट में अगर आपको एक फर्नेस को ऑफ करना पड़ता है, व्हेन यू हैव टू डू इट अ सेफ switch off also, it takes a lot of time to cool down and again to reboot. So operations, business to business, hamper कितना होगा depends, varies from business to business. तो अगर कोई कहता है कि सिक्योरिटी इग्नोस्टिक है और सबके लिए एक ढांचे में डालकर सबको दे सकते हैं सिक्योरिटी, does not work this way. It has to be customized as per your business, and that's when and that's where your thought process as business leader has to come in कि मेरे लिए सबसे important है क्या है. when this get hampered, then मेरे complete operations will not work, and you build your guardrails accordingly, and as we go in the journey, you keep evolving with them. So AI and predictive guardrails, this the previous speaker had spoken about, but yes, I'll reiterate. When we are using AI to create a very proactive system, which is intelligent and which has a self-healing mechanism also. See, सोचिए अगर वो Stuxnet virus के time पर it's not that a ransomware goes in or the malware goes into a system तो कुछ change नहीं होता system में. As a user पता नहीं चलेगा, but there are so many logs, there are so many processes which show a unusual behavior. Now we have AI which can be used to detect such behavioral changes. That time we might not have had that power of AIs. So that alert fatigue हो जाएगा अगर SOC somebody is monitoring, somebody is seeing the cameras 24/7, वो कितना accurate होगा. But with AI you have that power right now. So when you are taking security solutions or any solution for your platform, have those mechanisms attached to that, so that you anticipate the threat as and when it comes and automate the countermeasures. क्योंकि अगर आ गया, अगर if either as a security person I get a alert कि ये unusual behavior है, but मेरे react करने से पहले ही if AI quarantines the endpoint device, or if AI stops particular operations which can have cascading effects, then that is being an intelligent system. So please ask for this when you are going to any solution provider and when you want to augment or empower your business through AI. So smart vision and video intelligence. So with AI, yes, we have spoken how to make our systems resilient. With video intelligence, I do not think anything is left after, Srinivas sir has spoken so much about the video intelligence here. But here I'll just quote a very, I would say, a very interesting example. So there was a book book named 1984. The book थी 1949 में release हुई थी, and it very beautifully said that in 1984, it was a fiction book, but in 1984, वीडियो कैमराज आपकी बिहेवियर को देख के दे विल एनालाइज कि आगे ये इंसान करने क्या वाला है, एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट इज़ प्रेडिक्टिव एआई, एंड विच हैज़ कम एज अ रियलिटी टुडे. सो नाउ द वीडियो द टेक्नोलॉजी इज़ एज सच कि आप कैसा बिहेव कर रहे हैं, वॉट वर योर स्टेटमेंट्स, वॉट आर योर मूवमेंट्स, हाउ आर योर रिस्पॉन्सेज टू couple of inputs. So that tells, and see that has pluses and minuses both, pros and cons दोनों है, because human वो mood swings होंगे, you can keep changing your moods, but AI wouldn't know about your mood swings. So you are tracked, and but then again, at very critical situations where national security is concerned, yes, each and everything has to be examined, and this technology is absolutely worth it when it comes to national security. Again, as business owners, business executives, it is up to you where you want to use which technology and at which level. So we spoke about age of predictive surveillance. Again, yes, we are in a age wherein surveillance सिर्फ आपको रिकॉर्डिंग करके नहीं चल रही है, and that is where the debate between surveillance है या security है is a very hot topic these days. कि am I being like I want to be safe, but I don't want to be watched. But then am I being watched on the name of national security or on the name of any other aspect? But then there's a very thin line between it. If you do not want to be watched, then you have to restrict your best friend's use when you are using your smartphone, because the digital footprints that we leave there, so everything is being taken to the stakeholders. So इसीलिए if we do not want to be watched, if you just want to be safe, then it is up to you as a user, and it is up to every business owner कि कितना footprints उसको रखना है. So as Panu sir said कि अगर idea डाल दिया phone में, so it is no more your idea. तो उसी टाइम पर you have given it away. So if you are building something very smart and that you do not want to tell it to the world, it is better that you build it on pen and paper to start with, and keep augmenting it. Modules में बनाइए, and this is what we do when we actually do a gap analysis for any client, कि उनको क्या ऐसे operations हैं जो इतने secretive हैं कि करना क्या है उनका आगे जाकर. So that complete research of your as a business should not go out in the hands of the adversaries. So again, I'll skip this slide because we've spoken a lot about the this holistic overview. Human element and awareness culture, again, we have had enough examples कि सबसे बड़े जो भी attacks हुए हैं from which we should be learning, and right now also they are prominent, कि जो insider threats है for any corporation, for any business, those are the most challenging ones to handle. So when the clients come to us, उनका प्रॉब्लम ये नहीं है कि डेटा लीक हो गया है, उनका ये है कि किसी अंदर वाले ने क्या उसको कैसे पकड़ना है. सो दैट इज़ वेयर द कंप्लीट द सेंस कम्स कि किसको कितना पता होना चाहिए, who should know what. So this role-based access and the gaps which is there in your processes, it requires a very collaborative approach. कि अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपका ही एम्प्लॉय डू नॉट टेक अवे योर डेटा, वो माइंड में जो है वो तो दे विल टेक अवे, देयर इज़ नो सच टेक्नोलॉजी जो मेमोरी इरेज करके उसके बाद उसको बाहर भेजेगी. लेकिन इफ़ यू वांट टू बी पावरफुल इनफ, देन वो कहते हैं ना, क्षमा शोभती उस भुजंग को जिसके पास विरल है. सो यू हैव टू हैव दोज काइंड ऑफ पावरफुल विरल इन योर सिस्टम कि आपको पता हो कि अगर ये डेटा लीक हुआ है तो कहाँ कहाँ से हो सकता है. दैट अकाउंटेबिलिटी व्हेन यू आर एबल टू फिक्स इन योर बिजनेस मॉडल इज़ व्हाट इज़ गोइंग टू सेव यू फ्रॉम द इनसाइड थ्रेट्स. एंड हाउ टू डू दैट, you as it is our business, our processes, have a very good brainstorming with the obviously with the risk consultants also, कि कैसे कहाँ कहाँ पर आपको अपना किस किस पॉइंट से डेटा लीक नहीं होने देना है और कहाँ कहाँ पर आप चाहते हो कि अकाउंटेबिलिटी फ्लैग इन की जाए, बिकॉज दैट इज़ द ओनली वे टू डील विद द इनसाइडर थ्रेट्स हेयर. what would be the real world impact? So again, predictive threat intelligence, we know what would be the real world impact if you have defenses which are proactive. And here I feel, in a way sad, because just 2 months back, I went for a seminar to a gathering which is responsible for handling critical information infrastructure. And that happened to be the first training session for them, the people who are operating them. So I wouldn't take the name of the state here, but if we have this kind of approach towards training of the people who are responsible for handling those equipments, then we are failing as a management here. So that is not that individual person's issue. That is our, again, the shift and the focus of mindset, that if we are not giving them, because not every user will be aware about what AI can, get them into. ये deepfake की videos भी आएंगी, maybe. I might not be aware if I am not exposed to that. Maybe एक बार, if attack happens onto me, then yes, next time I'll be aware of it. But can we afford it when it comes to a critical information infrastructure, or can we afford it even with the businesses that we are doing right now? So if no, then we will have to, have a great training session. Okay, so I digressed from the topic. So AI-powered predictive threat intelligence will come when we have a resilient design. And then the reason I got into this training of manpower is because this complete defense structure, the complete life cycle support will not be completed till the time the man who is behind the machine is as powerful as the outcomes that they can get through the machine. So we cannot be as intelligent as the machine, completely agreed, but we should be empowered enough to take defenses and take the guardrails. तो मुझे अगर पता होगा ये अटैक हो सकता है, I will be aware and I will not click on the link itself. लेकिन अगर मुझे पता ही नहीं है कि इस लिंक को पहले चेक कहाँ करें, so that is it a safe link to click or not, then फिर we are failing as a complete security system. So this is how, coming to the businesses as well as national critical information infrastructure, ki approach will be where we can have a whole of nation approach. See, technology is that fast कि अभी जुलाई में when IIPC had launched a paper, जुलाई के paper में ही the white paper said that every system who is handling critical data or maybe sensitive data, they should be encrypted for the quantum threats. तो PQC सबका करवाना है. Now not every business will know कि मेरा sensitive data PQC होगा कैसे करवाना है. So the technologies जिस domain में progress कर रही हैं, as a nation, when some compliances are made, some guidelines are made, some suggestions are made, if the whole of nation approach does not get implemented in the businesses or in the national infrastructure themselves, then it is very difficult to plug in each and every gap that we have as as a overall security structure. So jitni guidelines aati hain, we cannot compete with each other, but we have to collaborate, and jitne bhi guidelines ho rahi hai, whether it is implementing applicable to your system or not, the first thing and first and foremost decision that as business owners we have to take. वो नेशनल इंफॉर्मेशन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के स्टेक होल्डर्स अपने डिसीजंस ले लेंगे, आपको लेने हैं कि आपका क्या क्रिटिकल डेटा है. टुमारो इफ़ दैट गोज आउट, मेरा बिजनेस कितना इम्पैक्ट होगा, एंड मेरे क्लाइंट्स अगर मुझे सू करेंगे इस चीज़ के लिए फॉर द डेटा लीकेज और ब्रीचेज, तो मुझे कितना फ़ाइन देना पड़ेगा. सो इफ़ वी take this and then we collaborate with these other stakeholders, then that would be a whole of a nation approach. सारे infrastructures भी आ जाएंगे उसमें, अपने businesses भी आ जाएंगे. So the next is capacity building and technology, and this absolutely we heard from the previous speakers also कि as a user पता तो होना चाहिए कि क्या करना है. Can we make a system as simple as कि कोई भी operate करे without fearing कि क्या उसके अंदर attacks हो सकते हैं, and that is absolutely will get us a will be got by building a good capacity. तो पूरा talent ही अगर, because we were doing a research कि quantum के researchers हैं कितने, so not even 4% of the top quantum talent the nation has been able to retain. And it's not because the nation has not been able to retain, but maybe the avenues, or there may be a number of reasons to it. But if we do not have a capacity to build it up, then it is difficult to secure the national information infrastructure. बाकी corporates ठीक है, हम पैसे दे के कर लेंगे इसमें, but wherever the national security is concerned, that credibility has to come, that has to come through a very credible source also. तो उसके लिए capacity building हर level पे करनी है, and this I am speaking from the perspective of the national security, not just the business security here. So what we can do, firstly, as a nation, we should have that willpower. तो as a business, हमारा contribution क्या है कि अगर mandate किया है CERT India ने कि annually एक बार audit कराओ, compliances रखो, तो please रखो, because आपकी खुद की economy तो जाएगी ही जाएगी, the nation also suffers because of that. So do we have that national will to fight against the attacks that are happening? Because वो तो दिख रहा है ना in the papers that इतना this much of money we are spending on cyber security attacks. At an average 10 करोड़ अगर आप एक उसके legal expenses मिलाओ, बाद में responses मिलाओ और चीज़ें उसके बाद, because you will have to build the guardrails, तो 10 CR is the average money that one attack takes away from a business. तो अगर वो 10 CR तब देने की बजाय 2 CR पहले दे लेंगे, तो wouldn't it be a better position to have? So that is what national will of combating these threats will is required. Second is indigenous capacity building. This is purely from the perspective of national security, because अगर हम नहीं चाहते कि हम official बातें WhatsApp पे करें, कहीं करें, तो do we have that infrastructure? Because see, life इतनी तेज है आज के time पे, and technology is that advanced that yes, we want to communicate as faster as we can. So do we have a secure platform which can run on a smartphone and still be unbreachable? Maybe it is PQC encrypted, and it's not that we can't work on those lines, and it's not that we are not working on those lines, but it is that as a business person, if you want to have that infrastructure for yourself, also please ask for these solutions. तो जिससे आप सिक्योरिटी मांगते हो अपने कम्युनिकेशन के भी, आप मांगिए ये सोल्यूशन कि वी डू नॉट वांट टू कम्युनिकेट ऑन व्हाट्सएप, अपनी बात नहीं करनी, या अपने सर्वर्स को यूएस के सर्वर्स पे बात नहीं करनी, इंडिया में ही, लाइक आई वांट अ क्रेडिबल सोर्स फॉर इट. टिल द टाइम वी डोंट आस्क फॉर इट, वी विल नॉट गेट. अगेन कोलैबोरेट, नॉट compete. We have already spoken about it. So I am referring to this book right now because I'm reading the next version of it. The singularity is near. This book said that it will continue until the entire universe is at our fingertips. So this is the time when we are merging with AI. And इसमें बिल्कुल डरने की बात नहीं है. We will have our lifestyles augmented by AI. We can also have resilience given by AI, and we will have our businesses and national security empowered by AI. Provided, when we merge with AI, are we doing it securely or not? If we are doing it securely, yes, it will be an empowerment. But if we are just closing our eyes and letting anybody playing with our systems, with our platforms, implementing something which has no checks and balances, and we are not asking correct questions at the correct time, then that is the stage that will not take us to resilience, but to the downfall. So let us strive to build a nation wherein the cyber wars should not be won, but they should be not allowed to begin. And that will happen with resilience. So with this, and a recommendation to study this book, because it's a beautiful book that tells how AI is getting into your systems and what best we can do with it, and how we can empower our systems with this. And I close my talk with the vision that this initiative of us, which is led by the veteran officers, is only with the vision underlying the fact that we do not want our businesses or our economy to be taken away or to be hampered by anyone sitting across the firewalls. So for any red teaming and offensive security when we speak of, please reach out to the people whom you can trust and whom you can give a permission कि हमारे ताले में चाबी लगा के देख लो, अगर चाबी लग गई तो इट इज़ गुड ना, यू नो कि कोई और भी चाबी लगा सकता था, और अगर नहीं लग पाई है और इफ़ यू वांट एनी देयर आर एनी गैप्स टू बी plugged in, then that's the best approach that right now we can have as a business owner and as a nation also. So with this, I conclude the talk. Thank you so much for the patience hearing.